Good afternoon, everybody. So sometimes I feel quite overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that I have to do. Well, I don't have to do it within a day, but the amount of stuff that I feel that I need to do within a day, should I say. Even just the simple things that keeps my mind straight, like making sure that the girls have got clean clothes, so doing the piles of washing, sorting out beds, making sure that they've got food and that they've eaten. Even just those tasks of making 3 simple meals, breakfast, lunch and tea, can sometimes just be a bit all too much, especially when you kind of make it sometimes and then, like Maya did today, just tip the bowl of pasta straight onto the floor. Delightful. And didn't eat any of it. But you still have to provide it, and you still have to stretch yourself and go out of your comfort zone. And today, Monday, I have power hour, and I spend a lot of the day consumed in what I'm going to be doing in the class. And I have these two in the background, so I don't get a lot of quiet time, as it were. But Karen texted me this morning. Well, I texted her to ask her if she's okay, and it reminded me of her and what I've been reading of her notes, because she actually passed me a book that was hers. Not sure when she had the book, whether it was when she was travelling or not, but she wrote quite a lot of notes within it. And then I read out the quote to one of my other friends as well, and she said, wow, that needs to be a meme, you know, like a life quote, because it's mega, it's a huge statement. And it's woken me a little bit up out of my overwhelmedness, I suppose, and made me think, you know, I can stretch myself, I can push myself, and there's plenty of time for me to sleep. I need to live now. The quote that she's written, I'll show you the book actually. This is the book that she's written the quote in. I don't want to get to the end of my life and find that I've just lived by the length of it. I want to live the width of it as well. How massive is that statement? How huge is that of a statement? I don't want to get to the end of my life and find that I've just lived the length of it. I want to live the width of it as well. And to live the width of it means that you have to step outside, don't you? Have to do extra. You have to really stretch yourself. Width, that kind of makes me feel like you have to stretch the expanse, like sideways. So you don't just do what gets you through the day, the straight line. You do more. You push yourself so that you live the width of it as well. I think that's amazing, and that's really helped me today. And I could have done with reading it a couple of weeks ago, to be honest. But I've read it today, and it's really helped me today. And I read it to my friend as well, and it helped her, I think. She can let me know after she's listened to this video. And I also sent it to Karen as well to remind her that she wrote it. And the other quote that's right underneath it is, people pretend not to like grapes when they're too high for them to reach. That's another epic statement. Because we do, don't we? We tend to suggest, it doesn't matter, I didn't want that anyway. Because we think that we have to stretch a bit too high, we have to reach too high, so we pretend that we didn't want it in the first place. It's like when you're running for a bus and you don't run fast enough because you don't want to fall or you don't want to look silly, and then you miss the damn bus and you go, oh, never mind, I didn't want to get that one anyway. Well, you did, didn't you? But we pretend that we didn't want to. So we pretend not to like grapes when they are too high for them to reach. There's a lot of things that I pretend that I don't want in my life, if I think about it. There's a few goals with this class, with Catalyst. There's a few goals with my one-to-one clients. And there's a few goals with Tropic as well, and what I achieve in my Tropic group. And sometimes I might pretend that I don't want to do that that's not for me, and that maybe it doesn't mean anything to me, but maybe it's because I think it's a bit of a reach. Maybe I think it's too high. Maybe I think, and I put a story into my head I make up something in my mind to tell myself why I can't do it and that it's okay. I mean, it is okay that I don't do it. I don't have to do anything but breathe within a day, and neither do you. But I do make up stories, and I'm sure you do as well, to tell yourself why you don't need to do these certain things, when actually it is just a bit of a step. It's just something to reach for. I want to live the width of it as well. I want to live the width of my life, not just the length of it. And that's epic to me. Thank you so much for writing those words, Karen, and for all of the other words as well, and for the book, because it's amazing. It's a beautiful November's sky night, well, early evening now, and I am going to set myself up for power hour once Gez gets home. But firstly, I've got to get these in out of the mud because we've been to the park today and they're covered in mud. So I thought we'll play for a little while, wait for Gez to get back, and then I'll set up for class later. I can stretch myself. You can stretch yourself. You can reach high. You can push yourself out of your comfort zone and you can achieve anything. You can live life not just by the length of it. You can live life by the width of it. Have a fantastic evening. If you're watching Power Hour, I will see you shortly. Get your creative mind and your creative thinking cap on, because it's all about exploration. Look at these two Wallies. Better go and sort them out, hadn't I? Right, I'll see you later before these two kill each other.